Chapter 25. On that same day at midnight, the chief reached the guest's hut with a bodyguard. Puran Dev and his disciples were awake, and Puran was giving them tantric lessons. The door was open. Inside there was a dim light of the lantern. When Puran heard the sound of footsteps, he came to the door. He took the chief inside the hut. The bodyguard, a dwarf wrestler, stood out with her lantern in his one hand and a spear in the other. The chief said,
"Shiva is pleased with you. We have got a dead body for your tantric ritual."
Puran Dev got thrilled by this information. He asked,
"Bhairav bless you. How and where?"
The chief said,
"Well, this is a tragic incident. The physician of our village died at 110 years of age. I told his son about your needs. He agreed with some conditions."
Puran asked,
"What are his conditions?"
The chief answered,
"First, you will have to spend for the funeral and the death banquet. Second, you will have to share some part of what you get from the corpse worship."
Puran Dev said,
"I agree."
The chief, his bodyguard, Puran Dev, and his disciples walked toward the cremation ground. According to the local tradition, the son of the deceased Vaidya carried the dead body of his father on his shoulders to the cremation ground. The villagers prepared a pyre and laid the dead body on it. All of a sudden, a strong wind started blowing. It produced a whistling sound. The flames of the lanterns were shaking, and the shadows of people falling on the earth were shaking too. Puran Dev instructed his disciples to remove the corpse from the pyre and keep it on the ground and to prepare for the Shav Sadhana. The disciples took the dead body from the pyre and laid it on the ground a little further away from the pyre. Puran asked all people except Batuk, the son of the deceased person, to go out of the cremation ground. All obeyed him. Puran Dev asked Batuk to sit down with his back toward the dead body. The disciples had burned the fire and had kept the sacrificial mixture on a banana leaf. Puran Dev first invited the god of the cremation ground by throwing a fistful mixture on the fire while chanting a mantra. The next Puran Dev invited a Brahma Rakshasi who chased away all ghosts and other spirits from the cremation ground. Then he stood with his right foot on the chest of the corpse and started chanting a mantra at fast speed. Batuk was feeling like looking back, but somehow he kept himself in control. Now the Puran Dev sat on the corpse in Padmasan and chanting the mantra leaked some drops from the wine bottle on the lips of the corpse. The lips of the dead quivered. The disciple gave the chicken meat to Puran on one leaf. He broke a piece from it and put it on the mouth of the dead body. Suddenly a bolt of lightning shone in the sky, and a terrible-looking woman in the black cloak emerged from the sky and stood in front of Puran Dev. She was a goddess created by the energy produced by the corpse, worship in the tantric method. Then the corpse opened its mouth. Puran Dev continued to chant a mantra and feed the chicken and liquor to the corpse. When the corpse had consumed a full chicken and one bottle liquor, the goddess smiled. Puran Dev, chanting the mantra, made some resolutions in his mind and bowed down from the dead body. The goddess raised both hands in the gesture of blessing towards Puran and disappeared. Puran gave some money to Batuk as agreed and said something in his ears. He also said to Batuk,
"With the help of this mantra, you will be able to make people healthy."
Puran Dev had successfully performed the corpse ritual. He was happy and was thinking that he is now fully prepared to face Vishnudev. The next morning, Puran Dev, along with his followers, set out on the journey of the state of Kerala.